Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. This is what he's really thinking about you. And y'all already know how we do it over here. We don't sugarcoat, we don't play nice. We get straight to the bottom of what's really going on. Because knowledge is power. And baby, you deserve to know the truth. But before we get into it, let me say this real quick. I'm offering for a limited time psychic readings. Okay, you get 3 questions for just $33 delivered same day. And the link is down in the description. So don't sleep on it because this is a limited time offer. All right, now let's get straight into it. Meditate here on the 3 cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This is card 1 with the tangerine glass crystal, card 2, the yellow glass crystal, and card 3, teal blue. All right, so let's get into it. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. This is what he's really thinking about you. And y'all already know how we do it over here. We don't sugarcoat, we don't play nice. We get straight to the bottom of what's really going on because knowledge is power. And baby, you deserve to know the truth. But before we get into it, let me say this real quick. I'm offering for a limited time psychic readings, 3 questions for just $33, delivered same day. The link is in the description. Don't sleep on it because this is a limited time offer. Now let's get straight into it. Your energy pulled you here straight to the tangerine glass crystal and the King of Wands, okay? And listen, this ain't no soft, passive energy. This is bold. This is magnetic. This is him sitting back thinking he's the one holding the cards. That's what he thinks. He's thinking like he's the one with the power. But don't get it twisted. The King of Wands is not just about action, it's about image. He's watching you, sizing you up, and trying to figure out if you still see him as the dominant, irresistible energy in your life. And here's the kicker. He is thinking about you way more than he's letting on. You live rent-free in his head, okay? But the King of Wands plays it cool. He wants to maintain control. He wants to act like he's the prize. But deep down, he knows that you're the one carrying the real fire. All right? Now, baby, that's just the opening energy. Now, the next card is about to expose his true motives, the stuff he doesn't want you to see. Okay, so stay with me because we're about to dig deeper layer by layer until we reach the total energetic frequency at the end of this reading. And trust me, you don't want to miss that part. That's where the real truth about his feelings come through. All right. So yeah, after all 6 cards, because I'm going to pull 6 more cards, and after all 6 cards are revealed, I'll give you the total energetic frequency, the big picture energy of what's really going on between you two. But for now, we are starting strong with the King of Wands and the tangerine glass crystal. Okay, honey, he's posturing, he is fronting, and he's trying to look powerful. But the cards are about to reveal if it's real or if it's smoke. Okay, so let's do it. Let's go ahead and pull your next card. All right. You got, look at that, the prayer. Y'all, I don't even know why that song by Bon Jovi, I think it's Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. That's actually one of my favorite songs. But something about this energy, y'all, I'm picking up as it does relate to this man. So we got the prayer that came out, but I'm going to go ahead and pull another card here. And we got, look, the medicine wisdom. Medicine wisdom. Okay. And she is from Love Your Inner Goddess Oracle deck. All right. So what I'm going to do is read the energy of the prayer first. And then we're going to come back here to medicine wisdom. And what I'm picking up, y'all, it ain't cute and it ain't light. Okay. So let me just tap into this prayer energy. All right. Hear me out. It's something about this energy that ties directly back to this man. The prayer is giving me vibes of desperation. It's like, and that's not to say that everybody that prays, they're praying desperate, but I'm just saying this energy, okay? Because I certainly believe in prayer, honey. Okay? Prayer changes things for real. So listen. Something about this energy ties directly back to this man. It's like he's out here hoping, wishing, and holding on to the last string, but not actually doing the work. You know what I mean? So he's praying for a connection without showing up for it. All right? And listen, y'all, this ain't cute. This ain't okay. Because prayer without action is just empty words. And that's exactly what I'm feeling. Okay? That's exactly what I'm feeling around him right now. He talks a big game. He thinks a big game. But when it's time to step up, crickets. Okay? It's silent. It's crickets. Now, I'm going to set this here because the medicine wisdom also flew out with it, okay? We pulled this with it. So, and trust me, we're coming back to that one as well, okay? But let me tell you right now, the energy that I'm picking up off the medicine wisdom is not sweet, it's not soft, and it's about to call him all the way out. This gonna call him all the way out. Okay? So here's the thing. This energy, baby, is about truth, accountability, and facing your shadows. And the vibe I'm picking up here is that spirit is flat out saying that this man has lessons he still hasn't learned. He wants you. He thinks about you. He even prays for you. But when it comes down to it, he actually hasn't done the healing work. He's carrying old wounds, old habits, and he thinks he can slide into your life without facing them. But baby, spirit is like, nah, no. And here's the raw part. You're the test. You're the mirror. You represent the things he wants, but doesn't feel ready to rise up and match. And instead of admitting that, he's hoping that you'll carry the weight for him. That's why medicine wisdom is here. It's exposing him. It is saying that if you really want her, you can't half step. You can't keep showing up as the unhealed version of yourself. No. So here is where it gets juicy, y'all. Because the next card is about to show us whether he's actually capable of shifting or if this is just more of the same living on a prayer energy. Stay right here because the next card is where we find out if he's ready to rise or is he stuck in his mess. All right, so let's do it. All right, so what is the energy as it does relate what's coming through? Y'all, Okay, we have the medium Coeli. The medium Coeli is an astrological energy in your birth chart, and that's spelled Coeli. It's the midhaven direction, and it's about the reputation. Okay, now let me break it all the way down. Medium Coeli is Latin for middle of the sky. Abbreviation MC, like the midhaven, written as midhaven in a birth chart. Okay, it's the exact point at the top of your birth chart, usually in the 9th or 10th house, depending on the house system. Now, what it represents is reputation and public image, how people see you in the world, and the role you're known for or what you're famous for in your own spheres, right? So it's like career path and achievements, not just the job you work at, not that, but your calling and long-term trajectory. So what you're climbing towards over time, legacy. It's the mark you leave on society and what you build that lasts beyond you. Now, how it plays out is this. The sign on your MC colors the style of your reputation and career. The example, right, is this: Virgo midhaven equals detail-oriented, service-driven, and seen as precise and analytical. You see what I'm saying? So when we are saying this, what we are saying is what he is really thinking right now is about his reputation and how he shows up in the world with the MC coming through. His public image is what matters to him most. And it's some messy stuff going on. It's some messy stuff going on. Right? So, this man is hyper aware of how he's seen. And it's not about truth or depth. No, it's about image. He's calculating how he shows up, how others judge him, and what people are saying behind his back. Okay? He is focused on the mask that he wears in public rather than what's really going on inside. So that means he might be hiding messy, unresolved things so no one sees the cracks. He's also legacy pressure. There's legacy pressure here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he could also be asking himself, what am I building? What am I known for? Do people respect me or see me as messy? Now, what this means about him and you is this. When you tune into him, you are probably picking up the conflict. Okay? Because he cares more about how he looks than about being real. He wants admiration, not exposure. So if messy stuff is coming through, failed relationships, shady choices, or inconsistencies, he's worried that it will stain his reputation. So even if he's thinking of you, is filtered through how do I look if I show up in her life? Do I look strong, desirable, respected, or do I look weak and messy? Bottom line, what he's really thinking right now is his image, okay? The MC showing up in his energy says that he's tangled up in reputation, public opinion, and trying to polish over the mess, okay? So he's more concerned about how he's seen than actually how he actually is, all right? So let's go ahead and continue, honey. You have 3 more cards to go before the total energetic frequency of this man, girl, and this connection. So let's do it, y'all. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what's coming through. All right. What is the energy as it does relate? What do we have? And you got mother wounds. My mother is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine feminine energy within me and externally. So whether this was extremely caring mother that may have unconsciously given too much, or whether this was a strict mother, look, the challenge is real with this man. And I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up. All right. Let me point this out, that in astrology, the mother, it's represented by the moon. The moon rules over the mother, and the moon also rules over the zodiac sign of Cancer. So Cancer is significant, y'all, in the top placement of his birth chart or yours. All right. It could be anywhere in the birth chart, anywhere in the top placements. So, now listen, this is deep. My mother is a big influence on my behavior. That's the thing. And I'm picking up strong as an adult that this man has major challenges with connecting to the divine feminine energy. And not just in women outside of him, but within himself too. And here's the thing, y'all. Whether his mother was extremely caring or unconsciously gave too much, or whether she was strict and cold, either way, the challenge is real with him. And let me keep it all the way raw. This man is carrying wounds he hasn't healed. And those wounds show up in how he loves, how he communicates, and how he sees women. And I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up even stronger, okay? Now, this isn't just about his mother. This is about how he avoids accountability by blaming his past. So now the question becomes, is he willing to heal, or is he stuck letting these wounds run the show? Stay with me, because the next card is about to expose exactly how those wounds bleed into this connection right now. And y'all already know we're getting closer and closer to that total energetic frequency, and it's about to spill everything. So let's go. 2 more cards to go. Thank you, Spirit. All right. What is the energy as it does relate? I want to go here. What is the energy? You got 6 of Wands. This is victory and color and triumph energy. So there's a clear message for you that something you have been working on, been wanting to do, it's yours. It's already done. And Spirit is saying, baby, you just got to believe and align with the frequency of already having it. You are victorious. This man sees you as victorious as well, because you are able to pull back your energy anytime you desire. And that's something that he's pressed about. The 6 of Wands energy, that wand energy, of course, is fire energy. It does rule over Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Okay? Listen, this is victory. This is triumph. This is that glow up energy all over you. Spirit is saying something you've been working on, something you've been praying on, something you have been wanting to do. It's already yours. It's already done in spirit. It's already done in spirit. Baby, you just got to align with the frequency of already having it. Victory belongs to you, period. And here's the kicker. This man sees you as victorious too. He sees you as somebody who can pull back your energy anytime you want and still stand tall, still shine, still win. And that shakes him because while he's over there stuck in prayer energy, stuck in mother wounds, stuck in reputation drama, you're out here moving like a winner. That's intimidating to him, but it's also magnetic. He can't stop watching. He can't stop thinking about it because you're living in your frequency that he wishes he could step into. Okay? Now listen. We got one more card to go. But before we get into the total energetic frequency of this whole connection, and trust me, when I say this last card is about to reveal the truth he's been trying to hide the most, stay with me, okay? Let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. All right, your final card, final message. You got kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. This is your energy. You're a romantic. You believe in love. No matter how much ish that you have been through, you believe in love. That's why this man sees you as a safe place. Kisses coming through, loud and clear. It's a high vibrational, high emotional vibrational frequency, y'all. This is your energy. And let me tell you, no matter how much, and I know I just said this, y'all, but sometimes I repeat myself, so excuse me. No matter how much ish you have been through, no matter how many times you've been tested, you still believe in love. You are romantic at the core. You hold space for affection, and you're not afraid to give from the heart. And this man knows that. That's why he says you're not like anybody else he's dealt with. You carry that rare vibration of still believing in love after everything. And that's why he sees you in a different, and like, that's why he sees you in such a different place than anyone else. All right? This is a total energetic frequency coming through. So when we pull all of this together, the prayer, medicine wisdom, mother wounds, 6 of wands, and now kisses. Okay, here's the total energetic frequency. This man is stuck between his mess and his image. He's tangled in reputation, childhood wounds, and praying instead of acting. But you are walking in victory. You're glowing, and you're still carrying love in your heart. And that's the contrast. He thinks about you. He desires you, but he knows deep down that he's got to rise up to even stand next to your energy. So there it is, Clarity family. The raw, unfiltered truth of what he's really thinking about you right now. Okay? And don't forget, for a limited time, I'm offering 3-question psychic readings for just $33 delivered straight to your email same day. And there's a lot of stuff that I can say here on YouTube, but it's a whole lot more that I can say in a private reading. So if you have questions regarding this relationship, your next relationship, career, or your love life, even your money, okay, the link is in the description below. So protect your energy, trust your intuition, and remember, you are the power. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. Your energy brought you here to the yellow glass crystal and the Two of Swords. And baby, this is all about what he's really thinking about you right now. Yeah, you know how we do it over here. We don't play nice. We don't sugarcoat. We get down to the bottom of it because knowledge is power and you deserve to know the raw truth. But before we dive all the way in, let me say this real quick. For a limited time, I am offering 3-question psychic readings for just $33 delivered same day. The link is down in the description. And let me be real with you. There's a lot of stuff I cannot say here on YouTube. That's why it's called a personal reading, because in a private session, I can be deep, I can be unfiltered, I can get into all the messy details about your relationship, your next partnership, your career, your money, your love life, whatever spirit is pulling through. All right. So if you got that burning question, right, that's your chance to get the clarity you need without the filters. All right, so here we go. So let's talk about the energy that brought you here. The Two of Swords. This is tension. This is decision energy. He is stuck between two truths. Two truths. What he feels for you and what he's too afraid to admit. And with the yellow glass crystal highlighting this pile, that's solar plexus energy. That's self-worth, power, confidence. So while you're standing in your light, he is stuck in hesitation. He doesn't know how to face you fully because facing you means choosing, and choosing means he can't hide anymore. So this man's mind is split. One side wants you, desires you, doesn't want to lose the connection, and the other side is scared of what's stepping into this energy, right? That other side is scared of what stepping into this energy would expose about him. Now, here's the thing. This is only the opening energy. The Two of Swords shows that he's confused, holding back. But the next card, that's the one that'll reveal what's underneath the hesitation. So stay with me because the total energetic frequency of this connection, when all 6 cards are pulled, is going to be shocking. That's where Spirit drops the truth that he doesn't want you to know. And trust me, you don't want to miss that part. Okay? So let's go ahead and pull your next cards. You got the empty room. I am picking up something so deep and dark about this empty room. But I'm going to go ahead and pull another card and then we'll read the energy of both. You also have wild and free. All good things are wild and free. And see, this is the problem right here. He know he can't cuff you. He cannot play with you. You love your freedom. All right. So, but I'm going to start here with the empty room and then move over here to wild and free. Let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so y'all, like I said, I am picking up something so deep and dark about this energy. It's almost like a void. The space where he knows that something is missing, but he can't feel it. So this man sits within silence, right? This is what he sits within silence, with emptiness and with the truth that he doesn't know how to create real substance. He's empty. But Spirit said, don't stop there. So I pulled another card and look, wild and free. Like I said, the card says all good things are wild and free. And this is the problem right here. He knows he can't control you. He knows he can't play with you. You love your freedom. You thrive in it. You're not chained to anybody's games. And he feels that. So here's what I'm picking up. The empty room is his reality. The wild and free card is your reality. He is stuck in lack. And you're living in abundance. He's stuck circling the void, and you're expanding. And that contrast, it terrifies him. It makes him feel small next to you. But listen, this is just scratching the surface. See, because the next card is about to show us whether he plans to rise up out of that empty room or if he is content to just sit there while you keep flying free. Don't move, because when we reach that total energetic frequency at the end, Spirit is going to expose what this connection is really made of, and it's going to shock you. All right, so let's go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? You got Mars, the planet Mars. Competition, action, and willpower. Mars rules over Aries. Mars is the energy of bravery, courage, and aggression. It's crazy, y'all. I am literally getting goosebumps over this Mars energy. So, Mars, again, it's bravery, courage, aggression. And right now it's showing me that this man is in a full-on battle with himself. He wants to come towards you. He wants to fight for this. But at the same time, his fear, his wounds, and his pride keep dragging him back. So it's like he sees you wild and free. He feels himself stuck in the empty room. And Mars is that fire rising in him that says, if I don't act, I lose her. And if I don't step up, she's gone. But here's the kicker, y'all. Mars energy isn't just about desire. It's about what he'll actually do. And that's what we're about to find out next. Because Spirit is saying, the next card is going to reveal whether this Mars energy pushes him into action or whether he lets the fight, either he lets the fight die out and goes back to his empty room. So stay with me, because we're almost at the total energetic frequency, and that's where the entire truth of this connection is going to drop, unfiltered and shocking. All right, so let's do it. Okay. What is the energy as it does relate? Others' opinions. And the card says, I feel bound by my culture and my family's beliefs on how I should live my life. And I'm working towards breaking free from limiting myself based on their beliefs. We all been there, huh? Worrying about the haters, the naysayers, and the doubters. We've been there, y'all. Everybody has been there, worried about. Listen, thank you, Spirit. Because this is heavy. Because what this is telling me is that he's not just fighting himself. Okay? He's fighting the weight of everyone else's voice in his head. His culture, his family, his upbringing, all of that pressure has him living inside rules that don't even belong to him. And let me keep it all the way raw. This is why he hesitates. This is why he stalls. It's not only fear. It's not only ego. It's because he's chained to other people's expectations. But here's the thing. Spirit is showing me that he knows it. He's aware. So that's why this card is it literally says working towards breaking free. He wants to step into his own path, but that battle between who he is and who they expect him to be, that's the war he's living in right now. That is the war. And here is where it gets real, because the next card is the last card. Excuse me, you got 2 more cards to go. But it's the next card is the one before the last card, okay? And trust me, that's where everything ties together in that energetic frequency, all right? So 2 more cards to go. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see where the energy is headed. You got the Creator. And on the Creator card, it says no. Literally. No. Absolutely not. You have boundaries in place, consistent and persistent boundaries. No is a complete sentence. He doesn't like to hear the word no from you. But the message is loud and clear on this card. No, literally no, okay? Absolutely not. And let me tell you, he doesn't like to hear it. Because when you say no, when you hold the line, when you refuse to bend for his half-stepping energy, it forces him to face himself. And he is used to people giving in. He's used to being able to charm or control situations. But with you, you are the creator of your reality. You have drawn the line, and you mean it. And that's what he's really thinking about right now. That wall he keeps running into with you, because he knows you're not going to lower your standards. And that shakes him to his core. Now listen, we only got 1 more card to go before we hit that total energetic frequency. And let me just warn you, the frequency is about to expose everything. The truth of this man, this connection, and what's really going on beneath it all. So stay right here, because Spirit is about to blow the lid off of this last pull. All right, so let's do it. What is the energy as it does relate? You got, I like you. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. I'm fun, flirting, want to date. He's upset about maybe someone liking you, but he likes you too. He doesn't want anyone else to like you. He's not going to tell you he likes you. Here's why. Here's the tea. He does like you. He's into you. He feels that pull. But what's got him twisted is the idea that maybe someone else likes you too. That's what's eating at him. He doesn't want anyone else looking your way. He doesn't want competition. He doesn't want to see you being desired by someone who can actually match your energy. And let me be raw with it. He's not going to admit that he likes you outright. He'd rather stay quiet, let it fester, and hope you somehow already know. It's pride, it's ego, it's control. Here's the total energetic frequency. So when we pull it all together, Two of Swords, the empty room, wild and free, Mars, other people's opinions, the creator, and now I like you. Here's the total energetic frequency of this connection. This man is torn in half. Okay, he is stuck in indecision, bound by family opinions, haunted by the empty room he carries inside. He knows you're wild and free, victorious and untouchable. And what does that do? It terrifies him. Mars shows that he wants to fight for you, but his boundaries and yours collide, okay? They collide. He knows you won't bend. He knows you won't shrink yourself to fit his comfort. And here's the shocking truth. He likes you, but his version of liking you comes with jealousy, silence, and fear of losing face. He doesn't want anyone else to have you. Yet he's too stubborn to fully claim you. This connection right now, it's all power struggles, unspoken feelings, and lessons about self-worth. He's thinking about you, yes. He wants you, yes. But until he breaks free from his fear and ego, you'll always feel like you're dealing with a man watching from the sidelines instead of stepping into the game. And that's the total energetic frequency of this man, this connection, and what's really going on. So don't forget, for a limited time, I'm offering 3-question psychic readings for just $33, delivered same day. The link is in the description. That's where I can go extremely unfiltered, deep, and personal, because there's a lot I can't say here on YouTube. Protect your energy, Clarity family. Trust your intuition, and remember, you are the power. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. This is what he's really thinking about you. And let me tell you, this pile is already giving me some heavy energy. Y'all know how we do it over here. No sugarcoating, no filters, just straight to the truth. Because knowledge is power, and I'm here to deliver it to you raw. All right. But before we get into it, I'm offering personal psychic readings right now. 3 questions for just $33, delivered same day. The link is down in the description. And let me be real with you. There is a lot I can't say here on YouTube. That's why personal readings exist. Okay. In a private reading, I can dive deep into your career, your love life, your next partner, your money, healing, all the unfiltered details that Spirit pulls through. So if you've been sitting with that question or several questions, this is the time. All right. So your energy pulled you here to the teal blue glass crystal and the Emperor card. Now listen, the Emperor is all about authority, control, dominance, and structure. So this man is thinking about power, his power, your power, and where he feels, he's losing it. And the teal blue glass crystal, that's throat chakra. It's communication. It's truth. So Spirit is telling me right now, what he is really thinking about you is that he can't fully control the narrative anymore. You speak truth. You live in truth. And that truth shakes his authority. All right? And here's the bad vibe. He wants to dominate. He wants to control, but he can't handle your energy. He cannot handle your energy. It doesn't bow to him. So that's why you were drawn to the emperor, right? Anyway, because you had to get confirmation that yes, he's obsessed with image, control, and keeping the upper hand. But let me warn you, this is only the opening energy. The next card is about to show what's hiding underneath the mask of power, and it's not pretty. So stay with me, because as we pull the next 6 cards, Spirit is going to strip him all the way down. And when we get to the total energetic frequency of this pile, baby, is going to get bad. This is not love and light energy. This is the unfiltered truth about him, you, and this connection. All right, so let's go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? And you got daring dreamer. Change the way you see, not the way you look, is what the card says. The daring dreamer. I'm going to go ahead and pull another card, and then we'll read both cards together. Thank you, Spirit. Look at that. You got the empty room. Now, the empty room came out also in pile 2. So this is not a coincidence. So maybe you were first drawn to pile 2. So this is probably a nudge for you to go watch pile 2 as well. But I'm going to start here with the daring dreamer energy and then move right here to the empty room. All right. Now, let me stop right here. This energy is screaming that he is living in illusion and he's trying to project an image. But Spirit is saying that the real shift has to be his vision, not his mask. He wants to look powerful, look in control, look like the emperor, but the truth, he doesn't even know how to see reality clearly. And Spirit pushed me to pull another card right behind it. Look at this, the empty room. And like I said, sometimes I repeat myself, y'all. It's just who I am. Like I said, if y'all have been watching, you know this card came out in pile 2 as well. This is not a coincidence. If you were first drawn to pile 2, this is your nudge to go watch it, because Spirit is confirming there's a crossover here. There's a crossover here. But let's go back here to the daring dreamer energy, because I'm not through with this. Because this man is lost in a fantasy, lost in illusion, stuck in the way he wants people to see him, rather than facing the truth of who he really is. And then, baby, the empty room, baby, that's the void. That's the hollowness inside of him. He tries to cover it up with emperor energy, with ego, with control, but Spirit is exposing it. So what do we have here? Daring dreamer says he's projecting. Empty room says he's hollow. That's the contradiction. That's the mess. And trust me, y'all, this is just the beginning. The next card is about to reveal how this emptiness actually plays out between the two of you. So stay with me, because when we get to the total energetic frequency at the end of pile 3, It's going to be harsh. It's going to be unfiltered, and it's going to tell you exactly what this connection really is. Let's go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? And you got Juno. This is an asteroid in an astrological birth chart. This is the energy that represents marriage, commitment, and bonds. So here's the raw truth. This man is thinking about commitment, but not in the way you might want to believe. Okay, with the Emperor, the daring dreamer, and that empty room sitting behind him, what Spirit is showing me is that he fantasizes about partnership, but it's shallow, it's control-based, and it's tied up in his ego. Juno is here saying, yes, he thinks about bonds. Yes, he thinks about attachment, but his version of commitment, it's more about ownership and reputation than it is about love and reciprocity. And let me be clear, that's why this energy feels so twisted, because Juno is sacred. She's about equal union. But in his hands, it gets distorted. So now Spirit is asking you, does his idea of commitment actually align with yours? Or is this just another mask layered over the empty room? And let me tell you right now, the next card is going to crack this wide open. It's going to show us exactly how he treats the bonds, how he treats bonds when he's actually in them. And it's not going to be cute. So stay locked in, because we are getting closer to that energetic frequency. And pile 3's frequency is about to be the harshest of them all. All right, so let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Okay, so let's see what's coming through. What is the energy as it does relate? And you got gaslighting you. And the card says, I have been lying to and gaslighting you. You weren't crazy. You were right. I just wasn't strong enough to admit it. You literally have to pause on that, right? You literally have to be like, you know what? This right here is confirmation, family. Spirit is calling it out plain. You were never crazy. You were never imagining things. You were never too much. He was lying. He was twisting. He was projecting. Gaslighting is the weapon of someone who knows they can't handle the truth. So they make you question your reality instead. And that's exactly what's coming through here. He wasn't strong enough to face himself. So he tried to make you doubt yourself. But here's the bad vibe. Here it is, y'all. This is what he's really thinking about you now. Is that you saw through him all along. That the control he tried to have over your perception, it failed. And that's why the Emperor, the daring dreamer, the empty room, and now gaslighting all line up. His image has cracked, and you're the one who shattered the illusion. Now listen, we're almost at the end. We got 2 more pulls before we hit the total energetic frequency of pile 3. And I promise you, that frequency is going to be the harshest, rawest truth of all. So stay right here because Spirit is about to lay bare the reality of this connection. Let's go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? And you got 2 of Wands. Decisions, creativity, and fire energy, representing the fire zodiacs. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. This card is all about choices, crossroads, and planning for the future. And let me tell you what I'm picking up. He is standing there with the world in his hands, but he's paralyzed, metaphorically. He's looking at what he could have with you, what he could build, but he is too stuck in fear, ego, and that empty room energy to take the step. And here's the raw part. He sees you as the option that could change everything for him. But he also knows choosing you means that he can't keep playing games. He can't keep gaslighting. He can't keep hiding behind family opinions or fake emperor mask. So what does he do? He stands still. The 2 of Wands is about potential, not action. And that's the frustration here. Because he's got the vision, but not the guts to move. And Spirit is making it clear. This is the last card before we hit the total energetic frequency, y'all. The 1 to the last. So stay right here. Because when I pull that frequency, family, it's going to expose the raw, unfiltered, ugly truth of what this man and this connection are really about. So let's go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? You got seduction. And the card says attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interferences. That's why he's so empty, because he's chasing things that are outside of himself. But this is, look, I'm just going to tell you, like I said, knowledge is power. And we're going to break it down here. If I did not tell you the truth of what I am channeling, I would be of a disservice. So here we go. And listen, this right here explains so much. This is why he's so empty. This is why the empty room came out earlier. Because instead of going inward and doing the healing, he's been chasing everything outside of himself. Distractions, hookups, surface level thrills. He is out here trying to fill the void with attention, with temptation, with anything that makes him feel powerful in the moment. But here's the truth. It never lasts. It never satisfies. That's why the room stays empty. And Spirit is saying this loud. This is the root of his energy around you right now. He likes control. He likes seduction. He likes to know he could have you. but his pattern is chasing, not building. Now here's the total energetic frequency, pile 3. Let's pull it all together. The Emperor, the Daring Dreamer, Empty Room, Juno, Gaslighting, Two of Wands, and Seduction. Family, this frequency is dark. It's bad vibes. This man is obsessed with control, stuck in illusions, and hollow inside. He dreams of commitment, Juno, but twisted with gaslighting, half-truths, and fear of choosing wrong, Two of Wands. And seduction shows his real focus. Outside attention, third parties, and avoiding accountability. Here's the shocking truth. He does think about you. He does want you, but not in the way you deserve. His thoughts are filtered through ego, temptation, and reputation. So he's thinking about winning, about control, about how he looks, not about love, growth, or reciprocity. So the total frequency of this connection, it's lopsided. You're standing in clarity. He's standing in chaos. You're holding boundaries. He's chasing distractions. You're building. He's seducing. That's why Spirit pulled you here, to show you the truth, because knowledge is power, and the power here is you, knowing what this really is, so you don't get sucked into his mess. So there it is, Clarity family, the raw, unfiltered truth of what he's really thinking about you right now. And don't forget, for a limited time, I'm offering 3-question psychic readings for just $33, delivered same day. The link is in the description. That's where I can go deep, unfiltered, into career, love, your next partner, and all the stuff that I can't say here on YouTube. Protect your energy, keep your boundaries, and remember, you are the power.